Hello everyone. I am Steve's avatar. Steve wanted me to come on here and announce that his personal tarot readings from now, October 2022 through December 2022 are all half price. The price for a full personal tarot reading will be £20. That should be somewhere in the region of $23. The normal asking price has always been £40 for a reading, but for just over the Christmas period he is cutting all readings down to just £20. So if you had ever wanted a personal reading by me, now would be the time. And grab this deal while it's hot. This deal will end sometime during the last part of December 2022. All you have to do is email me at stevenabbott1976@googlemail.com. You can also find the email link in the description box below with all other links. You will need to send me an email and I will respond with all links and instructions.
Sagittarius, you alright, mush? How you getting on, bruv? So some of you might be meeting up with your brother or your sister for a lot of what I'm hearing, and you're just kind of catching up with someone. You're like, you know what, I haven't seen you in ages. You alright, bruv? How you getting on? So it could be called Ron or Ricky or Rachel or anybody beginning with R, but it feels like that you are just going to be very social this month, or well, at the moment, for what I'm channeling for you, and you're just kind of like, you're alright, it's a bit of a catch up. I haven't heard or seen you in a while. What have you been up to? Blah blah blah. So it's kind of like catching up with old friends or a person, and just generally talking to them. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Yeah, just basically catching up. For a lot of you, could be catching a fish, might be something to do around a life path 3 or a Pisces, and someone that you may or may not have spoke to in a while, and it's just kind of like, you're right, how you getting on? Yeah, I'm good, how are you? Natalie, anybody beginning with N, but Norman, Normington, Nigel, Niall, Noel, Nicole, Kidman, kidnap. Hopefully nobody gets kidnapped here. But like nap, I keep hearing nap. Some of you might be taking quite a lot of sleep, something around sleeping, and you nap quite a lot. Like, I'm going to have a cat nap, or the name Cat, Catty, Katia, Catrick, Rick, Catherine, anybody like Cat. So it could be a Leo. The person could actually be a Leo itself, but someone that's called Katrina or Kathrina or Katrina or Kat, Karen also. But yeah, so anyway, how you getting on, Sagittarius? You're right. So I haven't been about for a while because your readings are always done now, whether they be weeklies or monthlies. They are always over on Patreon 2 or 3 days before they come out on here. These are going to be completely different messages to whatever goes out on Patreon. But if you like, where's my readings? Where's my readings? They're over on Patreon, unfortunately. So you have to join Patreon if you want other readings, full extended readings, monthlies or weeklies. They will always be done over on Patreon first. Once I've pretty much wrapped up half of Patreon, I will then do YouTube, okay? So if you want them early and you want different readings, then you will need to follow the links provided below. Okay, Sagittarius. So this is about what to be aware of during November, what to actually be aware of and what is around you, because majority of these cards can be negative. So they could be social media based, family based, and all that stuff, unless you've got a turkey baster. Okay, so some of you might be trying to get pregnant or thinking about maybe having a child or something like that. I don't know. Artificial insemination or artificial intelligence of AI. So you might like my stuff, but you can watch this as a Sag placement, a Taurus placement, you or your partner. If you've got fives anywhere, you're your partner, anything, but or thing or Steve. But something to do with AI and artificial intelligence or artificial artifacts, making something. Okay, so let's see what Sagittarius or Life Path 5 or Taurus, if you're watching me in numerology, needs to be aware of. Sagittarius, what do they need to be aware of during November, please? November, Lorraine, Lucy, Lucifer, a Capricorn or / Gemini. Wolf in sheep's clothing. So I don't know if you're into a clothing range or so. I'm also hearing in the firing range. So I don't know if any of you are looking to be fired from where you work. I don't know why you would want to do that, but I'm hearing I'm looking to be fired. So it might be, or hired, so hiring and firing, but it might be where you're working during these times, Sagittarius, where there could be a lot of people that are actually not telling you the truth, or just kind of like being very fucking shady, okay? Or the name Sadie or Sarah, Steve, maybe, but like, hopefully that's not me, but like a wolf in sheep's clothing. So you would definitely be looking at a life path 3 maybe, or a Pisces person. Could be, okay. Wolf could be like Leo / Aquarian people possibly, okay. The name Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, okay. Could be a Capricorn person. But basically, okay, someone around your work is what I'm kind of picking up for a lot of you, because I'm hearing hired and fired. So it might be where there are people around where you're working, Sagittarius, that are actually people that are just trying to cover up who they actually are themselves. And you might think, yep, I can smell a fake a mile off. So it's kind of like noticing things that are fake that are around you also. It can also be like a predatorial action as well, of like, I'm circling a bit like a crow, Brandon or Lee, okay, but like a crow, okay, that kind of circles its prey. So it can be that, and then before I pounce, I need to come in like this kind of stuff, right? But that's what we've got so far. So I pick up that a lot of this might be around where you're working. There's a lot of people that are fake, okay, fake. So, I mean, like I said, that would also be artificial intelligence. So, just be aware, because I've put out the new at the beginning that I'm offering readings at half price, I am, okay? Unless your name's I am, and then you want to forget the fake person. But here, I will never reach out to you for a personal reading, okay? So, always be aware of those kind of things. What I give you was my AI, because I like AI and I like messing around with arts and crafts and stuff, okay? And I love all that thing. But if someone contacts you to say that they're me, it won't be me unless you email me, okay? So, you know, keep things like that in mind here, because I am picking up like fake, okay? But that can also come up as like AI, I suppose. Let's see. Sagittarius. We're not going to take those two here, but there's the neglect of a child also, or a baby mama through your ex. If it comes out again, I'll take it, but I need to be concentrating on Sagittarius and not the message. Sagittarius. Anything for Sagittarius to be aware of, please? That neglect through the fake. There you go. See? Fake accounts. Steve's spirit is right here. So it's something about maybe someone making multiple accounts that are fake. Now it says fake social media accounts to spy Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Okay. So like I said, if you've got exes, if you've got people around you that you don't, that you've got on your social media accounts or site, this, I mean, if it's why am I talking about Facebook again? And always feel like I need to be drawn to talk about Facebook. God damn it! When I'm doing a Sagittarius reading, why does this happen? Sagittarius, I'm sorry, but why is it that every time do I do Sagittarius readings, do I also end up talking about YouTube again? Right, so I do apologise for those people that it isn't making sense to, the sense that makes none, okay, but like, so take a hint. But there could be people that I would say like watching this channel and not saying that they're watching it, okay, that people that have YouTube or God knows what, man, but every time, Sagittarius. So I'm going to try not to start talking about YouTube again, okay, but there could be something here that is based around YouTube or around Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. I mean, I can smell them a mile off, man. I know that there are people that don't like me, but they still watch. They still watch, okay? So, again, it could be an old-timer as well, an old-timer. An old-timer here is obviously an old clock, but it is also an elderly person that we call, you're right, old-timer. It's a British slang thing, right? You called an elderly person an old-timer, okay, because their clock is ticking on, right? So I don't know if this is anything to do with an elderly person or something like that, but you've got wolf in sheep's clothing, fake social media accounts to spy Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, okay? So, I don't know, you could be looking at people that are scamming your YouTube, scamming your Facebook, scamming your Twitter or accounts and stuff like that. Okay, so you could be all about the social media based stuff, Sagittarian. If you are and your business is based on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or any of those, okay, be careful and aware of fake people that are online, okay? That's if you are business related, where you're relating this to your business, okay? Anything where you're using a computer, basically, a computer or a phone. Now, this is either around you or your partner or someone that is involved around you, okay? So, Sagittarius to be aware of during November, please. Sagittarius to be aware of. Now, obviously, if any of these don't relate to you, Sag, and you are wanting to know where's my other reading that may relate, that's where you're going to have to join Patreon, okay? Because these are different messages. We're not using the right away. So, crying over you. Sad, hurt, and upset. Now, what I like about these cards is that they have all come true for me. All my readings, right, where some of you have been like, I think it was in the last Sagittarian reading, right, where I was talking about social media. And some people were like, that doesn't relate. Why is this happening? It happened to me. It did actually come true for me, okay? So just be aware of people that were around me that were of Life Path 5, Sagittarian, Taurian people. I had huge discussions about goddamn social media, okay? So just be aware. It doesn't always have to relate to you, okay? So could be your relatives. So crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset. So it could be an ex. It could be someone that's really struggling to move away from someone that called them out as a fake ass, okay? I called you out, okay? I called you to anoint earth, like, oh God, that's a Jim Morrison. So Jim, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Morrison, anybody begin with M, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Jasmine, all those. Matilda, Michael, there you go. Michael, here I am. But anyway, so crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset. Okay, so it could be an ex, okay, that's finding it very difficult to come to terms with, fuck, you've blocked me off social media, and now I can't get onto your social media account because you've blocked me off, and now I can't spy on you, and I don't know what's going on with you because you've blocked me, okay? Or you've put everything to private, and I can't see and dig into your life and know what's going on with it, and so on and so forth. And because of all of that, now I believe that you may or may not be lying, and so on and so forth, and blah, 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 okay? But this is what happened to me. Sorry, Sag, again, when I mention myself, but you got to be careful around social media. You got to not listen to these people, okay? But, like, when I started putting my life, okay, because I run a vlog as well, okay, an honest vlog. But when I run my life on a vlog, I had so many people that started to have an opinion against my life, what I was doing with it, with relationships and stuff, you know. So they were kind of like, you're fake, you're fucking this, you're that, blah, blah, blah. So they do, you know, people do that. But they actually also, what makes me laugh is, they actually make their own social media account where it comes across just as hypocritical, right? So like I said, man, if you are watching things that are online and it annoys you, just simply don't watch it, right? Just simply don't watch. It's down to you guys. It's, you know. But again, man, I'm talking about social media. Let's move on from fucking social media. Sagittarius. Anything for Sagittarius to be aware of, please? Anything for Sagittarius to be aware of during the month of November? Scarcity tactics. So it could be someone, again, man, y'all got a lot of mask action type sort of stuff here. So it could really be a hell of a lot of fake people that you believe that are like just fake. But you see, that is the thing with social media. It is fake. It is fake because people are actually not communicating, right? So anything that you have on social media based stuff, it is fake, right? Unless you're on here talking, right? But you've got scarcity tactics, someone that just kind of comes in whenever they feel like it, then they just fuck off and, you know, blah, blah, blah. They're not taking things seriously, you know. And it might be an ex that you've got that just comes in to take things from you that they're kind of like, well, I only want you for money. That's, you know, that's the only thing I want you for is money. So I'm just going to come in and take your money and your time and your effort and then fuck off. Like, you know, so it's kind of like that. Someone that just uses you for what they want. Okay. Let's see. Sagittarius. What have they got going on, please? Anything for them to be aware of during November? Now, don't forget, if this isn't happening to you, then you have to come back to a reading to think, oh shit, that did happen. Right? Anything for Sagittarius to be aware of during November 2022? So you've got a drama starter. So drama, karma, angelic, Angela, Angelina, anybody like Angie, Angina, angina. I don't know. Someone could be having an angina attack, maybe. I also did hear that in your personal reading, maybe for someone. But in your reading, there was someone that was critically ill during November. Okay, and I'm hearing angina attack. So I don't know if you've got someone around you that does have like that is an elderly person, because I mentioned old timer and tick 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 old timer. It's time is up. Okay. And I'm hearing Alzheimer's or angina, okay? So if you've got someone around you that is really suffering through an illness that may be, you know, of an elderly person, okay, that did come up as a message in your prediction when I was doing Patreon, okay, which was a couple of days ago. Or was it yesterday? I don't know. It could be in a couple of days ago. So let's see. Sagittarius, any other messages that you want Sagittarius to be aware of, please? During November 2022, any important messages for oh, that one snapped out. So grudge holder. So you do, man. You've got someone that holds grudges, okay? Unless you're watching The Grudge or 7 Days, okay? But like a grudge holder, like I'm holding a grudge from all the drama. Like I said, man, if someone, anybody, just pick anybody out the hat that has always caused you a lot of conflict and a lot of arguments. It could be a mother or a father or a grandfather or anybody, but they've always caused you a lot of problems, and it, you know, it's difficult to just live and let die, okay, and just forget a person. Diane, Dana, Dinah, anybody beginning with Dan, Danielle, Danny Glover, Life Path 7, okay. If you've, you know, because this could be Taurus, right? Taurus. Like I said, with Sagittarians would more than likely start the fight of aggression and getting wound up. Okay, I'm going to fly in a minute. Taurus would debate the argument and disagree against the argument. You will always come up that against Sag and Taurus because you're both 5s, okay? So Sagittarius would get very tempered and very like, fuck, I'm losing my shit, bruv, I'm just about to say something. And Taurus would probably like, right, poke and just like, oh, I'm just like, okay, and now, like, bam, I'm off, and now we're going to debate the argument, okay? So if you get those energies, that's where your conflict lies, okay? So it could be a Taurus placement that someone is dealing with here, okay? And it's someone that's holding a grudge, and someone just loves to poke fun and start the argument, and then the other person won't stop until they finish it, okay? So it might be someone from your past that is in your energy and in your life and in your energy field that you've always held a grudge against, and someone that you've never really seen eye to eye to, and you've always gone through this drama queen type sort of, oh, here she goes again, right, or here he goes again, and fucking always causing drama, and there's always a problem that needs solving, and, you know, blah, 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 and so on and so forth, right? I mean, this could be an old married couple, you know, and you always have to start drama, you know, you always just kind of like, you know, you start drama, you start an argument, and then you don't stay around long enough to finish it. Well, why would I? Because I don't want to sit listening to all the fucking drama that you got to say, so I'm not really going to sit around listening to be shouted and screamed at, okay? Now, I do notice this a hell of a lot around children and parents, okay, where they, you know, oh, you're getting on my fucking nerves, blah, blah. Oh, well, just don't, you know, no one nobody in their right mind, Sagittarius, is ever, Trevor, going to sit around listening long to complaints. When you have a complaint to make about a person, that is a personal attack to the person. They will turn primitive, okay, as we do as humans of apes. We turn primitive, okay. We're cave dwellers, okay. We go off into a man cave, and men will just fuck off into the pub or the boozer or where their relative energy is of like, you're right, bruv. Oh, fucking hell, bruv. She is doing my head right in. Like, she's always complaining. That's what men would do, Sagittarius. They would do that regardless. Whether you know or whether your partner you don't, they will start like, well, fuck, man. I can't win. Like, I cannot win. Now, your children would do the same, right? They would do the same. They would be like, oh, man, she's doing my fucking barnet right in, bruv. I cannot talk to the woman, right? She's lost the plot. Like, every time I try to talk to her, does she just start flying off at the handle? And I don't know what to make of it, Dave. So what do you want me to do? Well, why don't you do something other than just sit there and like, why did I just come home and you ain't fucking done nothing? You just lay in there watching the football, scratching your balls and watching football. What is the washing up doing in the front room? You know, like, why are you not done the washing up? I've done a 12-hour shift, bruv. I'm a Sagittarian. I've been working at the elderly residential home. They don't know their arse from their elbow, Dave. And then by the time I get home, it's like talking to a fucking dummy, Derek. So what do you want me to do about it? Well, why can't you get up off your keister and do something and start cooking or cleaning? Or when I get home, say, you're right, sweetheart. Do you want me to give you a peck? And you're like, is that it? Is that all I get, Dave? I come home and you say, where's me tea? Where's me tea, Dave? I'm going to rip your head off, right? That sort of, that's what we got brought up in Britain when we're in the 70s and 80s and 90s, bruv. It is, right? So, like, it feels like that here, right? Like, I'm living here, and you walk into the kitchen, Dave, and there's breadcrumbs all over the surface. And you just fucked off and you left a butter knife on the surface. What sort of place do you think this is, Derek? A fucking hotel? Well, no, sweetie. I've been at home, like, I've been working, and, you know, I got home and I decided to put my feet up and watch the football. Well, I don't give a fuck, Dave. I don't care whether you're watching the football. I might want to sit down and watch fucking EastEnders. But because I can't, Dave, now I've got to cook your tea. Why don't you help out a little bit? My God, this does sound like my sister and her husband. Sagittarius and Taurus. Why don't you do something else other than just pay the bills? I love poking my sister, I do. Well, he pays for the bills, bruv, don't he? Yeah, but he could do that. Well, you know, think yourself lucky, Caroline. You've got a fucking multi-million-pound house here, sweetie. You know, why don't you get shopping and fill up his fridge? You... See, that's me. See, I do. I like interfering into an argument and saying, oh dear, bruv, your guys are fucked, didn't you? What is going on with you now? Well, he's doing my head in, Steve. Like, you know, I come home and he's done nothing but just sit there and watch the football. I actually did say getting on to someone. So you might meet up with a person you like putting the world to rights. So you're like, I can see my sister probably reaching out during this month. Well, oh, Bill, it's like this, you know. Kids are all moved out. Fucking, they're all gone their own way. God, I got one of them that keeps phoning, like, don't know what to do because she wants to come home. I've got me fucking mother. She keeps, like, coming round here every 2 minutes. I've got me dad. He fucking keeps coming round here every day. And then I get home and this dickhead is sitting just, like, with his balls in the air watching football, then going cricket and then going to golf. And, Steve, I don't know what to do, bruv. I'm sitting, I'm like, well, you want to calm down, Caroline, because you ain't getting any younger. Anyway, Sagittarius, here's a bit of a laugh for you. So that's what you've got. That's what you've got for your reading, right? Well, it's here, Dave. It's here, right? So there you go. There's the truth. Handed to you in your arse, Sagittarius. How do you feel about that? So there you go, guys. So if you want, like I said, if you want your readings, when I do the weeklies, okay, I'm going to clarify these and whatever and do some more of these and loads of other cards for your weeklies, right? So we're changing things up slightly. But if you want your monthly, you'll have to join Patreon. Now that is $3 or $4 for your monthly readings, okay, that are always there before you see here. So it's $3 or $4 to get like 24 readings within a month cycle, roughly, depending on when you join. But I normally do 2 lots of monthlies within a month cycle. So you get like 24, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. It's about $3 or $4 and it really helps me out crackerjack, right? If you want the silver tier, that's obviously where you get all of your monthlies and all of the weeklies as well. You get all of those, right? So you get about 62 or more readings. If you want more than that, bruv, and you really want to support me, then you might like my teaching tier, which is the gold one, where you get all the monthlies, all the weeklies, and all the teaching stuff that's all back catalogued, apart from there isn't as many readings on the gold tier if you are looking for, I don't know, a reading that was 3 months ago, okay, because the gold tier is new, so there's only like 2 months worth of stuff on there at the moment. Can't do anything about it until we start building up momentum, okay? But if you want old readings and God knows what else, then you'll need the silver tier, because there's like 3 years worth of old readings on there, so it's up to you. Watch until your heart's content. But all links are provided below, and the offer that runs through, and also, Sagittarian, please give thanks to anything that happened during October. Please give thanks and a very positive message of anything that you want to leave, but a positive one. Okay, positivity is the meaning and the be-all of end-all. Okay, the beginning of nigh. So please put something very positive in the comments section if you guys haven't fucked off already to another reading. Okay, but just leave something very positive that you give thanks for. All links are provided below. Please take advantage maybe of the personal tarot card reading that I offer. You'll have to email me first. It is below. Okay. Thank you very much, Sagittarius. Konnichiwa. See you later.